Good day, my name is Annelie and I'm from Radical Consultancy. Thank you for watching another episode of Radical Conversations. As you know, our conversations takes us to various interest fields and various businesses with different focuses. And today, our conversation is bringing us to a self-defense focused studio with the name Tier 1 Alliance based in Potchefstroom. With me today is owner, instructor and coach Johan van Heerden. Hello Johan.
Hello Annelie.
Thank you for taking the time today to have a conversation with us and for people to get introduced to your impressive studio.
Thank you.
Johan, tell us a little bit about your experience and your background in this field of martial arts and self-defense.
Okay, I can start when I was, I think like most little boys, with an interest in martial arts, watching movies and so on, and then my formal teaching, my formal studies started in high school with karate, and then when I went to university, it also started with fitness. So in the end, I was an instructor at Virgin Active. I qualified as a personal trainer as well as a group trainer. And then from the fitness, it went to various different directions, into firearms, into more practical types of martial arts. So at some stage I did more firearm training, realistic firearm training, and then from that was born the interest into functional martial arts, and that's where I came across combat coaching and Moray Sonnepoel, and we started with mixed martial arts. So at that stage, the focus was still more on the self-defense aspect of mixed martial arts, but to be able to fight in all the different ranges, not just stand-up, not just wrestling, but adding everything together to combination to create a new style or a new approach. And yeah, from there on, through all the years, I did many courses, different types of firearms, all the types of firearms, handgun, shotgun, self-loading rifle, regular rifle as well, and my interest just grew. And also I was more interested at some stage in the more practical aspect of especially handgun training, because that's what you have with you all day if you are a firearm owner or carrier. And then I met Arne Bale of Combative Concepts, and that's also where we combine the hand-to-hand type of training with the firearms, and to give you a more realistic approach to combine everything, because if you only rely on a tool like a firearm, not all types of situations require you to use that, or you're not entitled to use it. So sometimes you must be able to use empty hands, not necessarily the firearm, because
yeah, and everybody doesn't own a firearm.
Everybody doesn't own a firearm.
So in various situations, you could approach it accordingly.
Yeah, and like you said, sometimes when some of the students that came to train with me, they might not be 21 yet, so they couldn't own a firearm, and they also wanted to defend themselves. So for them, I also started studying the use of pepper spray, knives, batons, sticks, that type of thing. Which any person can own, you don't need a license for. So yeah, the idea was to, in the end, have a comprehensive system where you can learn everything from empty hand, in a stand-up range, in the clinch or wrestling range, and on the ground, and with all the different types of weapons to be able, whichever you choose in the end, to be able to defend yourself with. And but also to show you what the advantages are of a firearm in the right situation, to be able to defend yourself where some of the other types of tools might not be enough.
Sure. Wow. You cover everything in self-defense, and the whole range of self-defense: weapons, personal safety,
yes,
knives, pepper spray, like you said. Yeah. So if you are not fond of having a gun, or wish to have one, there's alternative ways, and you address self-defense for individual needs, right? That's also your philosophy as an instructor, yeah, at Tier 1, isn't it? Tell us a little bit about this philosophy, how you approach your training.
Yeah, my philosophy, first and foremost, the training is it's also about personal growth. It's not just about learning to fight, but in the end, it's about having the confidence to be yourself. Not having to adjust yourself just to be yourself, to realize you are special just the way you are. You can do these things. It takes a little bit of training, maybe a little bit of coaching, but anyone can do it. Doesn't matter if you're a lady or a guy, even if you're a bit older. Of course, when you get older, for instance, you don't have all the strength maybe that you had, or the fitness, but you do what you can. All the abilities, yes, you do what you can. And the same, if you're maybe a smaller person, we will adjust and see how we can adjust your training to be able to still defend yourself, what you have to focus on. And in the end, it gets back to the philosophy from Bruce Lee, from Jeet Kune Do, which says you have to absorb for yourself what's useful for yourself, not just going to a style that might be based on another person, that might not be the right style for you, but you can take, because we have so many different aspects that we cover, you can almost take what works for you and kind of build your own style. So my approach is not a very stylized, fixed, rigid type of approach.
Not just MMA, not just jiu-jitsu.
But within that, to take the things that work for you and to bring it together for your own attributes, your own personality. Some guys are bigger, maybe a bit slower. Some guys are maybe a bit smaller and faster, and you learn how to take that and make it your own in the end.
Sure. So it doesn't matter what fitness level you are, what age, what is your preference in terms of fighting style. Tier 1 Alliance in Potchefstroom really covers it all. It's a personal journey. And your philosophy, a part of your philosophy is to help every individual grow at his own pace, right? Exactly, it's not a comparison of we are now on this level and we have to do an exam, to go into the next phase of training. It's a personal journey that you walk with every student. Yeah,
you just come, enjoy your training, do what you can. You will know more or less where you are in the class. But sometimes maybe some days you're on top and more times you're on the bottom. But you learn and you'll see. Last time this guy caught me with this submission maybe, but this time he couldn't manage to do it, or maybe I get something on him.
Yes.
And that's how you go. And it's a community feeling. It's a family feeling. We all are here to help each other getting better, because if my training partner improves, that means I also have to improve to be able to keep up.
Yes. So if Johan refers to a family environment, that means anybody is welcome. Yes. From 7-year-old? Yeah,
6-7-year-old. We have a separate class for the kids. Just because they are a bit smaller, they can get hurt more easily. And also their attention span is not so long. So some of the classes are a bit longer. So just to cater for them. And also exposing them to type of the mixed martial arts type of environment. But the aim still is for bulletproofing, for self-defense, for self-confidence as well. To grow.
Okay. So from kids as young as 7 years old until you feel fit enough to walk up the stairs to the studio. Johan, tell us a little bit about all the offerings here at Tier 1 Alliance. So we know that you cover self-defense as a whole, but every individual course that you present.
Okay.
You speak about the mix, but you also have different offerings.
Yes. Okay, let's start at the bottom. So let's start with empty hand, just martial arts, like mixed martial arts, which is a good foundation for all the subsequent types of self-defense training you would like to do. Because really you would just maybe say, you won't walk around each day with your knife in your hand, for instance. You might have to first do a little bit of struggling or fighting to be able to get to your knife, or your pepper spray, or whatever the case may be. So we start with the foundation, which is mixed martial arts or combatives. Mixed martial arts in the stand-up range, clinch range, ground fighting range, and to that we start adding weapons. training in the same type of techniques, but we add weapons. So that would be more go towards combatives, which is more self-defense in a weapons-based type of environment. Okay, and in that direction, we also offer from 10X. We offer firearm proficiency training as well in all 4 the types of firearms: handgun, shotgun, self-loading rifle, and regular rifle. So you can do all that, get your proficiency from us to be able to obtain your license to be a licensed firearm owner.
And that's not just personal; that's for businesses as well.
Business purposes as well, for security.
And you also do the law aspect.
Yeah, the law is required for everybody that starts with a firearm proficiency course has to pass the law course as well.
Yeah.
Okay, and then to end it off, when you have done your proficiency for your firearm, this is only the beginning. This is not yet even that you're now. You can get much better, much more. If you look at your self-defense types of situations, that's where we would do further training, maybe to understand the environment like we do in the mixed martial arts, and to understand where your firearm would fit into that as well.
Yes, when it's appropriate or necessary.
Yeah, and not that as well, but also to be able to use it under extreme stress and duress. Someone attacking you with a knife, of course we won't do it with real knives, but with training blades and so on, but just to give you the pressure and the idea, when you get your license for your firearm after you've done your proficiency training, just to step further, just to say,
that
okay,
mental preparation
and the techniques and the skills to be able to actually get to your firearm,
yes,
to know when you can use it and
keep your head together when the pressure hits.
Hopefully, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is the best way to reach that goal, is to put yourself under this type of pressure testing and pressure training, and to see how you perform, because many people have an idea what they will do, but until
like, you get in that situation.
Yeah, like Mike Tyson says, until everybody got the plan until you get hit in the mouth. So yeah,
yes.
so just to get used to that, and we try not to hurt each other. The training is hard. You will get some injuries maybe, but the idea is not to hurt you so that you can't continue. You must still be able to walk. So
and come back for the next class.
Hopefully, because in the end, if you hurt your training partners, nobody's going to return, and I'm going to be here on my own like this, and nobody's would like to come and train. Yeah, so we have to look after our training partners. We use protective gear, but we also have to be realistic about the goals we want to achieve.
So just to wrap up all your offerings, is you've discussed 10X, which is accredited with the SAPS as well, may I just add. 10X firearm training, and you've covered martial arts, but you also have warrior fitness classes for especially for the high school boys.
Yes, the warrior fitness is a part of the MMA approach, or it's exercises that are specifically geared towards MMA type of fitness. The movements you would do, the energy systems you would use.
How does that fit in with the Brazilian jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, usually we use the warrior fitness as a warm-up type of class or segment of the class. For the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, we will start the class with the type of warrior fitness moves to be able also to get yourself more proficient in the different types of moves. And obviously to take up your fitness a notch or two. So, and then for the MMA classes as well, we have a whole warrior fitness class before that, which is a bit longer than we used to do than we do for the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But most of the classes start with that because that prepares your body for what's following
to come.
Yeah.
Johannes also throughout the year presented a couple of workshops. So it's a Saturday a month, or some of the workshops were continuously, where he welcomes ladies or kids or men, depending on what the theme for the month is. I know during August he hosted a women's empowerment workshop where every Saturday you addressed a different type of self-defense technique and different weapon, right?
Yeah.
So I know one of the classes were about knife fighting, to be able to use a knife as self-defense. And also you did a bully-proof course for the kids.
Yes,
there was a
yes.
workshop on bully-proof for the children. You know, where he addresses everything from how not to get in a stranger's car, you know, how to protect yourself, how to get attention, be drawn to you when you are in a unsocialized situation. Yeah. So keep a lookout on Tier 1 Alliance's Facebook page when they advertise the different workshops coming up, because during the course of next year you're also going to present various workshops, if I understand you correctly.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's just because some people maybe don't want to commit for the regular classes, and maybe they just want to do first to check it out, or maybe they just have a need for a specific type of training. And then they can come and meet us and see how we do it, and just hopefully still benefit. And the idea is also to be able to, for the different types of weapons, that you're able to, if you're in your kitchen maybe and you get attacked, you can pick up a kitchen knife and you can use it to defend yourself. I'm not saying you have to buy a knife and carry it with you. Yeah, yes. Just to have the basic knowledge to know how to use it. Or
practical implications.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Johan, tell us a little bit about the combat coaching umbrella under which many of your styles are presented.
Okay, so combat coaching is under Coach Monet Swanepoel, under the family and his sons Bradley and Dylan. And under them, what we offer here is the street combatives as well, and then we do the kids Brazilian jiu-jitsu or the bully-proof. And we also offer Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is affiliated under the combat base from the USA. And then, of course, mixed martial arts. Coach Monet was one of the pioneers of mixed martial arts here in South Africa and even in the world. So, and then part of that also is Muay Thai training, which forms part of the mixed martial arts training, and of course the warrior fitness that serves as the warm-up we usually train it.
And combat coaching is international recognized.
Yeah.
Coach Monet has many various international affiliations.
Yes.
And the styles that's filtering through is from the USA, from Brazil, and from China?
Japan.
Japan.
He has, I think he's a third or fourth degree black belt in karate, but he's also a third degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu now. And like I said, he's one of the pioneers of mixed martial arts here in South Africa.
And you are accredited as a combat coaching coach?
Yes.
Instructor.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the correct word for that. Is there anything that you would like to add that our viewers might find interest in?
Yeah, just come and see what we do. We are a friendly bunch of people. We enjoy the training. It's about what you can do. It's like I said earlier, some days you're on top, other days you're on the bottom. But we all go together, we learn together. We have a family atmosphere. We are all here to help each other grow. And in the end, we all want to become harder targets. To be able to defend yourself, but also for your own personal growth. To be able to have the confidence to do what you need to do every day. And just to be yourself, just to enjoy it.
Please follow Tier 1 Alliance on Facebook. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. Like and share their information if you find interest in the self-defense light, focus light. Johan, thank you so much for having this conversation with us, and we wish Tier 1 Alliance and yourself all the best. It's a fantastic studio that you've set up here, and it's definitely beneficial to everybody, young and old. Both male and female. And we wish you all of the best.
Thank you, Annelie, and see you guys on the mat.
Thank you. Goodbye.